Hello and welcome to the Nintendo Network, and we just got done watching the Direct, and wow, Banjo-Kazooie's in Smash! I've been praying for it, it's finally here. I know other people are in this, what was your name again? Dylan. Why did they call you Andrew? That's a good question. Anyway, Dylan was very excited for Dragon Quest. I don't know about Dragon Quest, so I'm going to let him explain why that's so awesome, how they did that, and with all the characters. Go.
So, the main thing that's great is, Dragon Quest is one of the oldest JRPGs. That franchise is still going, it's still popular, it's still amazing. And they announced a couple months ago they were releasing the newest game, 11, on Switch with an exclusive version that had a bunch of new stuff, including an orchestral soundtrack and a bunch of other fun things. So, revealing the main character from 11, cool. I'm like, hey, I like Dragon Quest, the new main character's fine, whatever. But the fact that 3 of the other main characters, including Eric from, I think, Dragon Quest 1, are like alternate costumes or whatever they're going to do for it, is amazing. It shows how much they put a lot of love into it, they put a lot of care. The final Smash has like every other main character from every Dragon Quest main series title. It's amazing. It's like if you took like the Dragon Quest Warriors games where they put all the love and like all the fun characters into a Smash game. That and from what we saw in the trailer, like them doing something weird with the magic looks cool.
Yes, at first he looked like almost echoey of Robin.
And like mixed with Roy.
But then they really showcased how he was different, which was good.
Oh, the only thing, no Puff Puff, come on. It's a euphemism in the Dragon Quest games.
I did like how they have the JRPG menu selection for
that's
Magic.
pretty cool.
That's what I thought they would do with Sora. They put Sora in.
I like the shield after they butchered Pet.
I hate how they call him a hero though. They're just like, well, there's no name. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's a little uninspired.
It's
but
so good. It's just like, God.
I mean, when Robin was about to come out, we kept thinking it was just going to be called Your Unit.
Right. Oh yes. So that opening trailer was really awesome.
Yeah, it's a great way to start.
Great way to start.
It was.
Dragon Quest music's really good, and it's really bumping, and it gets people excited.
I can't wait for all the tracks. That'll be great.
Give me an assist trophy.
Smash at the beginning and smash at the end.
That's how you. Smash didn't end it.
Oh right.
Technically.
Yeah.
We got.
Well, hold on. Do you just want to go in order?
Let's just talk. We don't have to talk about every little thing. Not everything's going to be noteworthy. Yes, there's no arms, Matthew. I'm sorry. I don't control this.
Are you excited about Metroid?
I accept Metroid. They told us it was scrapped and had to read. I want a Metroid game, but I can wait.
There's a lot
It's going back to Red.
There's some sad.
And received it. It just got 0 support.
Yeah.
There's some sad because they played it very safe with this.
There was a lot of safe going on. Both characters, Banjo and Dragon Quest Hero, I guess is the name.
Yeah.
Both heavily rumored, both very predicted.
Although I think most of the Banjo predicts were like total memes.
They were memes.
Oh,
yeah.
Because there's no one that thought that was seriously going to be.
It was the one that was closest to happening, but we really thought it just wasn't going to.
Yeah, because we've had nothing for so long, and the fact that it's Microsoft is just like, But that opens
Microsoft liked that money.
But so much love into that stage.
Yeah.
The character animations.
The
music. The fact that Grunty's there, and we talked about, we want Grunty's guidance, like Palutena's guidance in this. You go, just annoy your opponents to submission.
I'm just surprised with Banjo. I'm surprised there weren't any like side announcements. Like, oh, Banjo-Kazooie's coming to Smash. Banjo 1 and 2 and Nuts and Bolts are coming to like the Switch, right? I'm surprised they won't like combo together sort of thing.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna save it for a bigger direct where they talk about more virtual console stuff.
You know,
they're actually
Well, either that or they're saving it for when they actually get to like the Smash Direct 4 Banjo
or
in the fall.
Nintendo 64 Classic.
That's potential. Well, I don't think the Classic's coming.
I literally just port stuff to the eShop. I would spend much money on anything.
The virtual console's dead because of the Nintendo Switch services, which is a disappointment they didn't talk about that at all.
Yeah.
But it would make sense to eventually add Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64.
It'd make a free $10 million off of Mario 64 on the Switch.
Oh yeah. So I did research for a video, and when they announced the Wii when it was Revolution, and Iwata was talking about how you can download 20 years of Nintendo games on the Wii, you couldn't hear him talking because the crowd went wild. Imagine how that would have gone.
Yep.
Yeah, that that would have.
They need to. This is a larger
They need
subject.
to know how to portion it, and that's what they've been doing. Like September surprised me that they're just like, hey, you're getting all these games at once.
September's a busy month.
Yeah.
There's many games that we've known have been finished. Like Link's Awakening is probably ridiculously close to being finished. They could release it now, but they don't want to release every game at once because that's how games flunk. That's how games don't get enough
Yeah,
sales.
Zelda
Well,
can't
it doesn't get the
flunk.
focus.
No,
there.
you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like ARMS being too close to Splatoon.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
they've been portioning it better. Like Mario Maker, we probably could have gotten in April.
I think they're just wanting to really hit hard this winter, like
Oh,
for
yeah.
Christmas.
They're gonna have
They've got like
everything
they're gonna have
ready.
so many things. You're gonna have to buy at least one of them for Christmas, right?
Why all?
Well,
Well, you know.
I am happy Animal Crossing's delayed because it was getting a busy winter,
Yeah.
and it being it's a good spring game.
And
Yes.
the best thing is like, of course they could have on the 3DS, but it's harder. And they can just make more content for Animal Crossing. They're gonna be able to hide the seasons better and actually have them coincide without just changing the clock randomly. And they can just keep pushing out content. And
Oh yeah.
As rude as it is, with the 3DS gone, we're free.
like they could
Like
easily,
series are no longer
Oh yeah.
locked into the limitations that it had.
Patches are
A
beautiful.
lot of
Yeah, we're just locked into the Switches and
No, like,
stations.
they can easily
like, as
make
much as
like 3 years of support for Animal Crossing with no
Yeah.
problems. Like a small team.
Well, I can imagine. So we've gotten about 2 years of Splatoon 2 support.
Yes.
Which is surprising.
Not to me. I think we're gonna get after this first year of Fighter Pass. I think we're gonna get Fighter Pass 2 for Switch.
Yeah.
I
Definitely.
think we're gonna get years of Smash.
I don't know if they're
Yes.
gonna do another
With that
Fighter
one.
Pass. I feel like they might do more characters, but also it's the whole Sakura. I feel like,
like
nah, I'm done.
it'll
Get out of
be
Well,
here.
just because he's done doesn't mean other people can't do
I
it.
think it's more of a free form Fighters Pass. Like, they might have a season's pass, but it's not going to be like as clear. It's more like we're going to make. Because they said these 5 were chosen by like more of
Nintendo.
high-level team members. Yeah.
It
Whereas
was more
the
Nintendo
others might be
choices.
more fan stuff.
And I also have no qualms against if Nintendo had a new fighter pass. It was nothing but echoes.
Yeah. Like, who cares?
But for half
Yeah.
the price, at least.
Luigi.
They'd have either make it 10 echoes for 24 or 5 or 5 for 15 or something.
Echoes,
Yeah.
maybe expand World of Light a bit.
You know,
They
I'd be okay if
could.
they just make a new spirit, not spirit.
I'd be.
but-
I'd
The
be
DLC is
surprised.
just spirits.
They could make
Just
new
like-
ones for each of the new characters. Like the cinematics that went into like Dragon Quest were crazy, and they can
Yeah.
just continue on.
Well,
But,
so we talked about Animal Crossing a little bit. What
we
about?
got a little bit of Animal Crossing. I was
it's
hoping for more though, even though it was
I-
delayed.
yeah, I was surprised.
It's Pocket Camp on an island. Although
A
you'll
little
probably
bit.
be building a house
where's
and
my
eventually making a
city?
town and all that stuff.
I know. I want to see kicks.
Like I personally just enjoy a lot of the town that I'm hoping it's like I enjoy the idea of the free world building, but I hope there'll be like either other islands or like more of the pre-shops and stuff.
I would assume we could all like we're on my island, but then we can all go to Matthew's island, and then we can all
Yeah.
go to Andrew's island, and maybe there's a city island.
Exactly.
Yeah, imagine
That's
if
what I'm thinking.
you finally build a boat.
Reminds
or
me,
something.
even though nobody's probably played it, of Harvest Moon 3.
You're right. No one's played it.
I like the idea too, though. That they always said that we were just you're going to someone else's town, but now it's like we're just in the middle of the ocean. Go to someone else's island.
He like dead drops you out of a plane in the middle of nowhere and charges you $50,000.
They also
Yes.
do something too where it's the multiplayer is more like important because in previous ones it was like, hey, you can get peaches now if you come to my city, or maybe it's like,
Or
I need firewood. My town's about to go cold.
Oh,
Please
yeah.
help.
Yeah.
Or even better, you can, use We Speak with City Folk, because everyone used that, right?
Once.
With
With you.
Pokeballs to play Animal.
Hey,
Here's the
don't
worst
you guys
part.
love using your phone in order to use the Nintendo communication app for Animal Crossing?
I'm a
Yes.
little, I really hope they are like, oh, we're not going to do voice chat for Animal Crossing
They
because
haven't
of
confirmed amiibo card compatibility.
the most important part of
No,
it.
no, you do voice, but it turns into.
Oh my gosh, yes. So I'm looking forward to learning more about that eventually. What else you guys want to talk about? What's big things? What was the dragon?
Luigi's,
Okay,
Luigi's
just-
Mansion.
Hand-
Let
Andrew
Andrew
Ben?
rant about
Okay.
that for a
Well,
while.
I'm saving it.
Okay, Breath of
Let's
the Wild.
do Luigi's Mansion 3
Okay,
first.
what do you think of Luigi's Mansion?
I think beyond what I was expecting. I was
Really?
My only hopes for the game going in were you either take out missions or just make them more flavorful. Like in the original, Dark Moon, when you do the missions, it's almost unchanged. Like you're in the exact same place. Like the rooms are changed a little bit, like things are moved a bit, and that's cool. Yeah. But in this one, you're in a humongous hotel, and almost every single scene they showed was a completely different looking thing.
Like I'd be fine with missions by floor.
Yes, because there was like a coffee area.
Like areas in.
There's even like a movie studio area. I remember seeing that was pretty.
It was like Hotel Grand, perfect. So if they do missions with that, where there's one where you're literally just exploring the movie area, and then there's one with the coffee, and it's just going up floor to floor, unlocking floors of the hotel.
I would almost be okay with no missions, and you get those in there and be like, look, I don't have any information, but if you find special items, come see me.
Yes.
And those special items will help you unlock other areas, but you kind of have free reign for the most part. Like you can go to the movie studio, but you need a fire power up to unlock this door that saves Toad or something.
Yeah, that's the dream. Is free roam with slight limitations.
Yeah.
But that'd be perfect.
But my favorite part of it is it has that static effect of just slam dunking things.
Oh my gosh,
let's talk about that.
Before we talk about it, it's interesting to note that Smash revealed stuff for like Persona 5 R's, like
and Luigi's
gameplay and Luigi's Mansion 3 in the characters.
Well,
we were predicting that right when we saw it. We were just like,
so
this
weird.
Luigi's Mansion.
I'm going to be looking very carefully at Banjo when he comes out then, because I'm going to see what they try. Like, is this a new move?
Well, they showed the new, what is it called? What's the? It's the Team 17 one.
Oh, ukulele?
Yeah, they showed the new ukulele.
Ukulele tropical freeze.
No, actually, to be fair, it doesn't look bad, but also that's not saying much. So.
Exactly. But
this is from the team that made the original
ukulele.
Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah.
So it could be good.
It could. I'm not gonna say yes.
The old one is good, but I just don't feel the need to play a side scroller is my problem. But I'm gonna enjoy Luigi's Mansion so much because it's like how I can play Bloodborne endlessly is just spamming the static switch weapon is gonna be just like slam dunking is gonna be just as enjoyable every time.
Yes.
It will not grow long.
The fact that we expanded his moveset in what he can do, not only when fighting ghosts, but interacting with his surroundings. There's going to be so cool boss fights. There's going to be tons of crazy hidden stuff where you shoot your plunger on something on the ceiling, pull down the shaft, something drops out of the sky, stuff like that. Like
co-op with Luigi too also.
Yes.
I still think eventually part of the game is you unlock Mario, Peach, and Toad as playable characters.
Yeah,
they all have semi-special abilities, kind of a la Super Mario Brothers 2 US.
Yeah, the fact that they highlighted, like, and his friends being there.
It has to.
But I was...
Gooio and
yes.
For anybody who hasn't played it, Scarescraper is
Goombario.
great and Dark Moon. It was like the selling factor for the reason we still played Dark Moon. And it's the fact that it's still there is amazing.
And it's actually online. So that's
yeah, I mean it was on 3DS.
Yes, but it's 3DS.
Don't worry, there'll be co-op, but you can't talk to your friends. And you can't play with your friends, it's already.
But we have voice chat on the Switch app. You don't have to.
You just gotta make squelching noises.
Don't y'all have
if you're Luigi.
Slash news, no Dragalia Lost info, but you know, we can always hope for the next direct, it would be great.
What about our Fire Emblem Heroes?
They did exactly what they needed to do. They didn't need to show anything else. They've been
for 3 houses?
Yeah, they've been pumping out gameplay posts and whatnot for the past few weeks.
There's not much else to say. They showed more story, but it's all kind of chopped together. It's very anime-y, which is fine. I like that stuff.
Yeah.
I know I'm getting 3 houses. I think Andrew, you're getting. I don't know if anyone else is.
I don't know yet.
You're not a big Fire Emblem fan, though.
Not really.
So
I didn't like how they did, because I noticed this during the Ubisoft conference. Yeah. They showed a lot of trailers with absolutely no gameplay. I mean, granted, we've seen 3 Houses gameplay, but it kind of bugged me that they didn't show us what the heck is the game.
We know what the game is.
Yeah. Luckily, they've
They-
done
they-
giant, just like
Yeah, the
The
only good thing
February
is that,
Direct had a
I know.
huge focus on it. And like you said, there's been a lot of stuff on social
I
media.
know, I just thought
They
it was
didn't
kind
need
of a
to
sloppy way to present it, though. At least show something
They
from
didn't
the
have
game.
to, though.
I know.
It's-
yeah,
it would-
it's
and
coming
now
out in a month.
Now, if they
What?
said, here's, you know,
We announced
But
DLC
they've already
for
shown,
it.
they've already shown
Yeah.
a lot of it is the thing. Like whereas Ubisoft outright just hasn't. Like
Yeah, so it would have been very nice if they had at least shown even the same things that they've been dropping.
yeah,
Just for the people who haven't seen it or have been saving looking at it for something this big.
I mean, they could have, yeah.
But-
It didn't get me excited because I know what's coming.
Yeah.
I think if it was more than a month out, they probably would have shown more. But they're like, if you know, you know. If you don't,
Yeah.
Yeah, if,
go watch
if
it.
you're a Fire Emblem fanboy, you've
You know
got
what's
it all
up.
by now. You know what's up.
I mean, I was surprised we didn't get much more Mario Maker.
True.
Well,
Because there's
not
that
so
space
much of
with
it.
extra, well, there's that space with extra modes. And that's where 3D World is, and there's space for something else. Oh,
Oh.
no, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's because they did the whole direct before it last week.
Ah,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
kinda
it
sad.
comes out
Everyone
2
that's
weeks.
super hyped, they're like, is already like, I've got torture chambers already lined up. I've been practicing,
Yeah.
put my
Yes.
hours in.
This direct was lining up what you maybe forgot about,
Yeah.
or just reassuring you of a few things that's happening.
I will say, I'm surprised it didn't get more than just the like, here, we're gonna show off all the things for 10 seconds, a little like clip. Like, oh yeah, it's coming out. I'm surprised they do like at least like a
it was in the
There was a
indie
little
run
sizzle
by.
reel at the end that showed it for a few seconds.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they didn't do like a minute like, alright, make your bill, what's They coming out in like 2 weeks.
I honestly think some of the reason why they could wait so long in Animal Crossing is we haven't had a special edition Switch for a while, and it could just be a good time to
True.
include it with one. I
Well-
hope now we'll get something around Christmas for it too. Oh look, wood actually just comes out when you chop the tree.
Yeah, we're watching the treehouse is in the background on mute.
Yeah, they actually have more game.
One
They
thing
had
that-
crafting, which was weird.
One thing that's interesting is
Minecraft.
they could. We talked about this in the other video. We were talking about like Switch models. We didn't see any, of course, but New Leaf and Wild World are the 2 best-selling Animal Crossing games. If they're doing a Switch Mini, it might be good to release it with Animal Crossing
Yeah.
Yeah.
to get in, because you know it would be less than $300, obviously. So.
I just want neutral content.
Well, there would.
It's called By Approach. God.
Link's Awakening
Yes.
looks more beautiful than ever, I think.
Just looks great.
And then it looks like there's like Zelda Maker.
Yes,
In
that
there.
was a very
That
big
was more in
surprise.
depth on that.
I think maybe this might be a
Later.
test. A
Yeah.
test, and then move forward because you know there's a difference between a Mario level and a Zelda dungeon,
Yeah.
and the amount of time.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
moreover, you're also going to have to program certain things. Like, you're going to actually have to set up, okay, this unlocks this door, this unlocks this door. To make a Zelda dungeon would be way more complicated than just making a Mario level, so I can see them hesitating.
Can I have
It would be
8 dongos
awesome.
in one level?
I don't know. I don't think
They-
it's that bad. It's
Yeah.
like, hey, you need a key.
In the trailer, they only
Yeah.
showed. It looks like you were pasting
You get a boomerang.
pre-made rooms.
Right.
Like there was no custom
Yes.
making a room yet. It was here's your blank slate.
Maybe, like,
Here's all the rooms you have access to. Yeah, maybe you unlock them as game goes on. Maybe you find them as little new hidden things.
Potentially.
And you make a dungeon out of that, that's perfectly fine. That's amazing. It's more than we asked for.
I want to infinite sword glitch my way into like
gosh.
corrupting my cartridge.
No. I'm glad they're adding something because Link's Awakening is kind of a short game.
I do hope it's not $60.
And
I think
it's 60. I think it's on pre-order.
They-
You can.
They,
But one thing I made in my prediction video, which I kind of hope but probably isn't going to happen, is they say, "Oh, you beat Link's Awakening? Here's a Link to the Past, played in this style." But they'd advertise that by now.
No,
If you
you
do
go,
the art
here's
style,
Oracle
but
Ages
it's
of the
just-
Season.
Oh my
Bruh.
god, that's what you said.
I
Yeah.
want it.
I was
I would rather them remake those two.
Maybe if this does well enough, they'll do it. 'Cause
yeah.
it's,
This is gonna hit
actually,
a home run.
I'd love them to make the original trio because it's going to be 3 games, the Oracle games, and just do that in one pack.
And the third is just
Nintendo,
wild
please,
shit.
I know you're listening to my small little channel. What else you guys
What
want?
else?
What about the Dark Crystal game or whatever. The
Right.
Oh, yeah.
The
Who
Final
saw
Fantasy
that
Tactics
coming?
game.
Why? But it looks good.
It looks.
I thought it looked good. I thought they
I
were
was
going to
like-
announce Netflix was coming to the Switch,
Yeah,
but
that-
no, we get another
You wish.
Netflix game.
I mean, Netflix
Yeah.
did say they were producing games, so it makes sense.
Oh, we
that
have
they do something.
the Stranger Things 3 game,
Mhm.
and now we have Dark Crystal game. So I'm fully expecting. What's a Netflix series that? Who watches Netflix series? Cricket noise. Okay.
The Santa Clarita Diet.
Ooh.
No,
Black Mirror.
that might be a cool psychological.
You haven't
horror
seen any, have you?
game, but I know.
Black Mirror, the
Black
Fatal
Mirror is
Frame.
awesome.
What is with everyone's obsession with Fatal Frames all of a sudden?
You just
That
smashed
is Smash.
assist character.
It is-
I want a new game.
Yeah, they
Oh.
just take the episode White Bear, make it into a game, and then you'll play it for about 2 hours and then cry. It's okay.
Did you say can we put Villager in Smash?
Yeah, but this villager.
What villager?
We're gonna have.
Okay, so there's a villager wearing what looks like a white lab coat and gigantic aviator sunglasses.
We love
Beautiful.
desert islands.
Wow.
Anyway,
What else?
Uh,
Astral Chain.
Astral Chain.
Astral Chain.
Still
I'm
looking
still
good.
on
The
this
frame rate's
fence.
better on it,
It's
so I'm.
just high tech Bayonetta. It looks fun
We
and
need-
great, but like
We need
not
one more
innovative.
big drop with more gameplay, more mechanics,
Exactly.
more everything. They showed a little more. They showed a lot more combat than the first time that it was
There's
shown.
platforming in it.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
platforming
there's some
was
puzzle
very
platform. That appealed to me a little bit.
Mhm.
I'm still not sure. It was what was it, August 30th?
Somewhere.
So
around
September.
Yeah, like start of school.
Yeah,
I don't think it's gonna sell
but-
as well as it could, but that's why I think it's like Damon X is gonna be a sleeper hit. So
Mhm.
I'm
If-
probably gonna pick it up on release. Even
If
if
you're
I'm
a
not
Platinum's game fan,
You'll get
you're
it.
gonna get it. It's got everything you're looking for in their games.
And anime.
Yes, that's the big draw for some other people. Is we just turned our heads when we looked at it because we're like, huh?
Oh,
Because a lot of people thought it was Shin Megami Tensei
Yeah.
at first, and that got them looking, and they're still sad because unfortunately they have heard nothing else.
Yeah, I feel bad for the fans. I really do. I don't really play those games.
It was
I
it was
forgot-
funny at first, and now it's just
where's
sad.
Sans from Undertale and Smash? Or
dude, we already have the map. What are you talking about?
Deltarune Chapter 2.
One other thing that we can bring up real quick is No More Heroes 3 is actually confirmed. as a
Oh,
game.
yeah.
Yeah.
and
Not
it
the weird
looked,
mini
No,
game
yeah,
spin-off.
it looked
Yeah.
like an actual No More Heroes.
I still stand by why didn't he keep his Iron Man suit on? I know
Because
why.
he's a
You had a
cool kid.
cooldown.
That'll be some.
Well, go
cool,
talk to
that'll
Stark
be,
about
that'll
that.
be some cool exclusive boss fight
Okay.
in the game later. But he's got to look
I don't
cool
know if I
outside
can
of
tell
the
for
suit.
that comment.
Yeah, I can't wait till I have to grab my Joy-Cons and
It's
No.
quickly
different-
thrust them
different
upwards
colors,
and downwards and
different
upwards and downwards to recharge my lightsaber.
It looks. I've never played any of those games, but they always look good.
They're
fun.
good.
I tried a
They're
little
not
bit of
for
it. It
everybody.
wasn't for me. Yeah, exactly.
But they're good.
But if it's your thing, like that, Killer 7, all that kind of
It's
stuff,
not as much on rails. Kind of is, but
they're kind of
on and off.
they're that weird, really weird combat kind of
Exactly.
game.
Yeah.
Plus, they got like fun stories.
Yeah.
Like it too.
So
Well, yeah, he's very Deadpool-esque.
yes, if you
And
like that
everyone
kind of
eats that
thing, it'll be
up.
for you.
I have issues with Deadpool, so we won't go into that one.
Oh,
Did we actually talk about the Banjo-Kazooie reveal? Because it was a good reveal.
That was
Duck Hunt.
that was great how they took the K-Rool reveal
Yes.
and made it
you
their own.
called it. You actually
I
said.
did before you guys came over. I said, wouldn't it be funny if in the shadow it would end up being Duck Hunt Dog laughing, and then we got it.
Is it Duck Hunt Dog
it was the
2.0?
perfect trailer. They put out.
Dude,
Dude,
Years ago, I used to say Duck Hunt Dog was the closest thing I'm gonna get to Banjo in Smash. And I don't say that anymore. Banjo's my second most wanted character in Smash ever.
What's your first?
Gino.
Sora.
I know I'm never gonna get
We're
Gino.
gonna get Mallow first.
No,
I'd be okay with Mallow.
You know what's really funny though is it would have been even better if they hinted it out, faked it out. You see a silhouette, and then he's not in Smash at all, and they're just like, "Lol, got him, dude! It's actually Duck Hunt Dog 2."
I might cry.
It's just
I
like
would've-
another
Duck
color
Hunt with a
version of Dog.
completely different moveset.
It's like
Yeah,
we
it's just
produced a fully
the dog
CGI
on.
trailer just to announce a new
Dog
skin
Hunt.
for Duck
Dog
Hunt.
Hunt.
or just instead of Zapper stuff, we have stuff from the Super Scope.
Dog Hunt Dog.
Anyway,
Good point.
But yeah, the one last thing that we didn't really talk about, the Breath of the Wild sequel.
Yes.
Last but not least.
I would
Crazy.
have bet money on an Odyssey sequel before Breath of
Yes,
the Wild,
big.
but I have not
Well,
been
announced.
waiting.
But I think
We-
you could do DLC for Odyssey and make it like
I
think
feel
of it like how they did Xenoblade. It's its own game, but it can also be standalone.
Yeah,
But
just
we're almost 2 years out of it. And we would have. I feel like we would have been.
Yeah, I'm amazed we hadn't gotten anything Boo or Haunted House or anything.
yeah. I think we're
amazed
just waiting on a sequel for that one too at this point.
But with
Yeah.
Breath of the
that-
Wild,
That's fine.
this looks awesome.
This is
They could not
we're
have
going
done
back
that better.
to like GameCube Wii era where we don't care, we will buy the sequels because they'll be that good. Like
Yes.
Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, Pikmin 1 and 2, all this stuff is just
Yes.
stellar.
The whole. They could not have done it better.
I would have never guessed we'd see. I know we'd see a new Zelda game eventually, but this soon,
Yeah,
getting a
this
peek
soon.
at it
They
is
wanted to
just
get us
unreal.
excited.
And the
Now,
fact
granted,
they
it-
could have done what they did with Prime 4, and they could have just dropped a title logo
Mm-hmm.
and said it. But the fact that they dropped cinematic
So
stuff,
much
there was
cinematics.
incredible cinematics for it.
Like the,
It's like
I love the
here's
Smash-
part of the story. You're not gonna understand it, but
Yeah.
you're gonna want more.
I
Yeah.
enjoy
Yeah.
the Smash characters, but I enjoy the cinematics more.
No,
Oh, yeah.
that was
Also, it was way darker in the same way
yeah.
that Ocarina of Time was kind of the game, and Majora's Mask was much darker. We haven't really had that huge monumental blockbuster like Ocarina of Time until Breath of the Wild.
And the fact that
And then now we have the dark sequel.
yep, and because it's a sequel and them showing that Zelda is involved, we will get a lot, hopefully, a lot more of her involvement.
I don't know.
in
I
this.
watched the trailer again, and you see two hands kind of grasping, kind of vertically, and then they let go. I really hope we don't. That's not Link dropping Zelda, and then
It's
Zelda.
all the way around, baby.
They showed-
Zelda. Let's
It
go.
was the green hand on like the corpse, but they showed that Link's hand was on it and kind of like fading away when it was grabbed. So
Yeah, I'm expecting them to get separated
cute.
and
What
you
if
do
the-
something between both.
Yeah,
of them. If you
because
swap,
as the story progresses,
yeah,
it's like okay, Link's gone to this point, fades into now you're playing as Zelda.
Or-
if it's something
Trying
like
to break out the divine
like
beast.
Paper Mario 1,000-Year Door, a big stretch, but
Mhm.
you play through a chapter
Yeah,
and then you have your little bit with Peach.
I
or
want more
Bowser.
than that with.
Yes.
But yeah,
What if
no,
you had
sorry.
I want
You
something?
have
more.
to collect the magic beans.
Oh
The
god.
Magic MacGuffins.
There's
What
always
if-
a magic MacGuffin.
Yeah, what if you had
Oh,
some
the
crazy premise like, yeah, Zelda falls, but she doesn't get captured or anything. She ends up in, let's say, low roll, and there's two
Oh
worlds
my
too,
God.
We were talking
and you get
about
to switch between the two.
Yeah.
But we're,
Link in Hyrule, Zelda in low roll.
that or the Twilight
Some
Realm.
map change.
Yes.
Because
And
it sounded the music sounded very Twilighty.
Yeah,
we
exactly.
did look into the music a bit though.
There's also some
Ganondorf
other
type
interpretations
of
of what it is.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, it's absolutely Ganondorf that you see there. So that
Yeah.
can lead into Twilight stuff. That can lead into
Well, yeah,
Wind
they
Waker
mentioned-
stuff.
they did
Oh,
mention
Best Ganondorf
one-
right there.
Wind Waker was like not an option on a lot of the discussions because there was absolutely no head injury. Being chest and being killed standing up was very likely Twilight Princess, which follows in the correct timeline.
well, we
Because
still
they never
remember-
found the body. Calamity Ganon was more of like his spirit animal.
Yeah.
Let's be
Honestly,
honest.
it was,
I want that kind
it-
of spirit animal.
It was literally the boar.
But like the theory craft is gonna go nuts for the next month. Like, oh, do we get
yes.
magic? Do we get playable Zelda?
There's
Do we get
gonna be magic. The fact that Link's got something
Yeah,
going
you see his
on
hand
with his
going
hand.
out, going blue.
Yeah, and
Like the-
Kamehameha?
and the fact that
Yes,
the wrinkled corpse calamity thing had a Gerudo symbol
yeah.
on it.
Male Garuda.
There's gonna be, yeah,
And like, I'm still not even sure it's Calamity because the like tentacles from Disc Ganondorf are
yeah.
not
It's not the
similar
exact
stuff.
same effect.
No.
Which, you know, that's the whole, I get analyzed frame by frame looking at all the pixels to tell the difference, but like, you know, if they would use the same effect, they were going to use the same effect. Plus,
I mean,
there's
it's
the
the
whole
same
green
asset, so
stuff.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
what is the green stuff? We're thinking maybe
It's the
Zelda's more
ooze that made the
goddesses
Ninja
and
Turtles.
stuff, too.
We're getting Ninja Turtles in this one.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Gamers.
Or
No,
it's just a
NCT
melted
game.
Luigi.
Luigi! The last we saw him in the trailer, he was going down the drain,
Yeah.
and now he's in Hyrule somehow.
Exactly.
Low rules.
Well, also, I
It's like
people online
walking
are
on
already
the
like
sky.
short hair Zelda. My dude.
Yes, we thought it was Linkle for a second.
Yeah, we thought it was.
God, I would have died.
What if? Like, they could have just done that.
Just
and
say,
had all three of
who's
them.
this? Don't worry.
No, it was perfect We didn't ask for it. We
Oh,
didn't
and then the
expect it.
rocket castle at the end or whatever's going
Yeah,
on.
what's going on with Hyrule
It
Castle?
looks like it's
Yeah,
raising up
they-
like
they-
the towers, except it's gonna be some uber
Dungeons.
dungeon
Oh my god.
exploration.
What if they
delve
bring
into-
dungeons back?
Yes.
What if you can
Like
play
Zelda.
Simon?
No,
I-
there's most definitely.
I'm expecting, yeah, I'm expecting much more dungeony combat exploration.
One of the
In
things
the
I've
dark.
heard, or one of the things that people were talking about online already, you're like, well, wouldn't it be weird to play as Link if you've gotten all the upgrades? How is he gonna go back to free hearts? I'm like, A, we can hand wave that away. B, that's why you play Zelda.
Also, if,
Also, have you ever played a Metroid game? Because they just said it.
Well, Prime 1 had an
the
explanation.
stuff with his hand could also just be a curse that gets rid of champion powers if we go on
Oh,
that kind
Yeah,
of deal.
it could be some.
well,
'cause-
also,
and
there's
look,
the idea, too, that the champions have gone away anyway, so he's not gonna have their powers.
And also,
True.
the Divine Beast just like gone after.
We'll see.
original
Well, he
Breath of the
needs
Wild.
to talk to Zordon to get the Power Ranger Megazord now.
Yes. Can we expand armor slots, please, so that we can actually carry all
No,
the-
wait,
Yes.
what if you buy Breath of the Wild 2 and it gives you armor slots for Breath
How
of the
much-
Wild 1?
How much of that is going to be the same, and will you be able to transfer anything?
Fine, 900.
Ooh, the transferring things.
it depends on if it's debatable because there's a lot you could go with Breath of the Wild 1. You could just go into it, or you could scan amiibos and get a lot of stuff early on. So maybe because of that logic, you can transfer stuff from the first one, or maybe that'll be like a new Game Plus where you can transfer everything.
Yeah,
Hey, we should hang out when it comes out, so I can scan all their amiibos.
yeah.
No,
Welcome to.
Amiibos will
Amiibos are going to
spike
spike
when they ask
again.
They probably already
Please do.
have just from the
Oh,
announcement.
sweet.
Oh,
Well,
goodness.
they were coming. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
have
glad
to
you own them all already, because I can just buy one for you.
Yeah.
Save
But
somewhere.
here's the best part. I'm going to predict 2021 game. What do you-
2022, no way.
for Breath of the Wild.
Yeah,
I'm thinking potential holiday season next year.
next year. Wow, you are.
You're actually
2022.
2022.
What do you think, man?
I think 2021.
tomorrow.
I think the big
Releases tomorrow.
The big
Later
gameplay,
today.
I think the big gameplay showing for this will hopefully be at E3 next
Well, here's
Well,
the thing you can say,
actually, maybe. Well, think about it. The whole game engine is done.
Well, yeah, that's
They-
the best part.
year.
The world
they're
is
really
already
working on
crafted.
new
They're-
stuff.
Yeah,
It is a
that's
direct
good point.
sequel, so most of the game is in there. They're going to have to make a ton of changes. They're going to have to add a bunch of new content, but that's it.
Yeah,
Well, we said,
they have all the models. They
I feel like they're going to be putting a lot more work into that. They're
Oh,
not going to
yeah.
pull
They
a Majora's
will.
Mask
They
and
can't
just
rush
pull
it.
out of
They
their
were-
way.
they want another Homer.
They're
Breath of the
need
Wild
to-
hit
The other
way
thing
too
too
hard.
is to consider if it's 2021 or 2022, could we see it as a dual release with the next console?
I don't think
No,
the
they're-
Switch's next console's that soon.
We're milking the Switch for a while.
They're gonna milk the Switch for
It's-
as long.
it's
With
too
how little they got out of the Wii U, they're gonna.
Hey,
want
I know, I'm
Switch is
just
the
saying.
current GameCube equivalent of, oh look, it's cheaper and doesn't run quite as fast or strong, but it has its exclusives.
Well, I know,
It's
but 3 years
small
from
and
now is a
portable.
long time. A lot can happen at that time.
I mean, but they've already announced like new Xbox, and that's I doubt it's going to be a portable Switch system.
I think we'll get
we'll get the one where it's just
kind of like how we've had like the 3DS, 3DS XL, 2DS, 2DS XL. I think we'll get Switch revisions.
I hope
But I
not.
don't think we're going to get a new Switch 2 or Switch U. That's what I'm calling it now.
I really hope we do, because I don't want to have to buy a new Switch in order. I don't want to have to get new 3DS exclusive games.
There's like 2.
Yeah, that's the problem. Because then
thought
they release 2 of
Contra
them, and everyone
was
goes,
a
oh, it's a waste
Yeah,
of money.
I could see them doing a new model special edition with the.
I'm
Breath of the
surprised they
Wild
don't.
too.
I know they did with Let's Go and Smash, but I'm surprised they don't do more special editions or more Joy-Cons.
Yes.
Imagine how much money they're
Like,
losing
literally, like,
by not
oh.
doing a coat of paint.
Yeah. Like.
Yeah.
And some of the colors were annoying for
What?
a while.
Okay, how many people would buy the Splatoon?
Yeah, the Pro Controller.
Yeah, well,
They
no.
don't have-
No, just even the
Even
green and pink Joy-Cons, a double green or a double pink.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah,
I,
that's
I
not
get
green.
double green in a heartbeat.
I didn't get
I'm not
blue or
gonna lie, I
red,
hate
but when
them.
double blue came out, I bought it instantly.
No.
Yeah.
I only like using 2 different
Double
colors.
blue or double.
Or
green is
even
pretty
the
Yeah.
Eevee brown, the Pikachu yellow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those are awful.
We're getting off topic. We'll keep this.
Yeah.
All right. We are all excited. We're all happy with the direct. That everyone got something. I think that no one
Yes.
was unhappy.
Where's my true calendar?
You got your Dragon Quest hero. All right. Thank you for tuning in to Nintendo Network. Any last words?
Lit.
Lit. Okay. Lit.
I'm still using tilt controls.
He is still using tilt controls, and Andrew.
Gyro motion forever.
All right. The worst part of it all, still no Star Fox Grand Prix. Have a good night.
No Star
Let's start like 4.